There's good old Sam Clemens from the episode Time's Arrow. Uh, so we're looking at a Star Trek thread here on TV on 4chan, and of course we got Riker. People can't get enough posting Riker. Got some Sneed. Cool Sneed posting. I like it. Based. Here's that one time Riker shaved again. I think it was at the end of Nemesis. Or during Nemesis? I can't remember. I barely ever watched Nemesis, but anyway, he shaved there. Barkley in the holodeck again. Surprise. Here's Ensign Mariner with what looks like Doomcock in the background. I don't know if you guys know who Doomcock is, but he's hilariously adamant against modern Trek for some reason. I mean, I kind of am too, but he takes it to the nth degree, and this is hilarious. Oops. And you got caught by Doomcock. What now? What now? Here's that one trill. Yeah, question, why is Trek so divided over Doomcock? I remember one time on on this board somebody posted bait for Doomcock, and it was a fake leak that they had generated about some insider information about what's going on behind the scenes with, I think, Star Trek and whatever else, and a lot of salacious claims made in it. And if you look at the first letter of every sentence in the paragraph, it spelt out that it was fake, like it was some joke message spelt out if you look at every letter. And I think Doomcock reported on it, and which was hilarious. But I mean, that's beside the point. But this guy's saying it started when someone started spamming DC Wojak every third or week or two ago, seemingly out of nowhere, because literally Trek doesn't care about him or his channel either way. Even if various anons actually watched and subscribed, they're not going to admit it because he's too cringe and the stupid mask and voice changer would get him bullied. Okay. 23 weeks of Star Trek. Oh, I just can't wait. I just can't wait. It's like Shark Week. It's like looking forward to Shark Week. Poor Kess. Did you see Kess's actress now? Holy crap. What happened to her? This isn't Trek, this is Deck. We're in Deck threads now, guys. We're in Deck. The little hands are bothering me. I've been focusing on the hands now in lower decks, and they seem like they're too small. There's something about the hands that are weird. Like, the way they move around is creepy. It's a little bit uncanny. I mean, you can tell it's that animation style that's very digital. Like, there's a lot of computer assistance with this animation. So it looks like the characters have rigging, and then 2D images uh, are mapped onto their rig when they move. I think there's something like that going on because it looks very odd to me. I don't hate it. I've seen flatter. I've seen flatter and shittier geometry in my time. So animation on lower decks animation. This is kind of like a C plus. Could have been an F. Some people on TV are liking Mariner. I don't know why. It's funny to me. Some people are liking her. She's like a. It's a little bit like she's like Michael from Discovery, except you can meme her a little bit. Like you can't really meme Michael because she's that terrible. But for some reason, Mariner is like shitty. It's like funnily shitty, you know. So you can kind of run with it, even though she's terrible. Yeah. Just let him shill his YouTube channel and talk about himself in third person. At least it's content. Yeah, at least it's content. During coronavirus, people are just putting out content now. Like it's people are making videos on the shittiest, most baseless rumors now because there's nothing going on in like Hollywood and shit like that, right? Because of coronavirus, so it's kind of getting sad. Why are reviewers, fans so mean to Troy? Troy is bland. Troy is a forgettable character that felt like she didn't belong on the bridge. She felt like she should have been in her own office somewhere, really. All she can say is like, "Oh, I'm sensing that this particular alien is hiding something." Big whoop. Here's one of those frames where you can see how the uniform is built up. You can see the paneling. Like if you look underneath his comm badge, you can see that there's like a dividing line where the panel is, like right here. And I'm assuming it's the same on the other side. But oftentimes you can't see that. New Star Trek who fries into trouble from the Trekkies? Woo. Okay. This is, I can debunk this. This is bullshit. Like, a lot of people were mad that the TNG cast was different from the original series cast. Uh, it's ludicrous. The charm and success of the show are based on a perfect mix of characters. Okay, yeah, that's right. Um, but what it is that back then people wanted the original series to go on, but they didn't know what they wanted yet. They didn't know that they needed Next Generation as much as they did, right? Nowadays, it feels like we're going back. We're going back. Okay, TNG is forward, right? And nowadays, since Discovery, it's back. We're going back to old stories, back to old characters. We're going backwards. We're not boldly going. We're boldly receding back to where we came from. And I mean, look, as soon as Discovery was announced, um, what happened? Oh, it's set in the original. It's set around the original series. Why? It was set around the original series because they knew that that was the only place where they could mine free nostalgia points from without having to make anything compelling themselves. It would be dangerous to set a show beyond Nemesis, right? That would be dangerous. So they didn't do that. Um, basically, if and Picard and Discovery, Picard going back to an old character, seeing a lot of old characters come back, member berries, Discovery, member berries, even though it made no sense, even though it was totally different, and they just lied and called it original series timeline just so that they could win some points, even though it was totally different. And that's why I don't completely hate Lower Decks, is because it's actually moving forward a little bit, you know? It's actually moving forward, even though it's not great. And here's from the sneak peek Tendi somehow doing some kind of ninja attack on Romulans. Yeah, that'll be the day. Titanic survivors alive. Frozen iceberg found floating in Atlantic. Yeah, like a Borg from that crashed Borg sphere, one of those small little Borg spheres that got left behind on Earth in Star Trek First Contact. And then in that one Star Trek Enterprise episode, they find it. Yeah, those were the days.